movie.
Stay awake just to hear you breathing. I need some animal crackers for some reason.
Mine's up.
If you watch Tom Hanks in Forrest Gump before this movie, you're going to go, why is Nick Cage trying to be Forrest Gump? Oh, look, and Bubba's there. This is a man's man movie. Bunch of dudes with the shirts off, all greased up.
Is it because you
on
guys
a plane
have lower
with shit blowing up?
intelligence level, you think? So like you don't need as
Could
much
be.
in a movie to be entertained?
I think
Could be.
You think that's what it is?
I think this is what
I've
it
seen
is.
your picks though, so don't get too crazy.
Ooh. Dude pulled a knife on him. He didn't get stabbed. He just got and then
Accident.
It's not my fault.
nose.
He was a pussy.
Exactly. That's my defense. Sorry, his nose was so brittle. Hey, welcome to the Decision Real Movie Review Podcast, where we try and fail to review movies of today and yesterday. As always, we have like a 20-minute conversation before the episode starts, and it always gets us going.
No one will ever hear.
Yeah, no.
That's where the best content
It's
lies.
I know you're here for
slash
Con
the
Air,
worst.
but what is the grossest body parts that we all share? And
We
I
went through
said
it. We just went through
feet and belly button.
Feet, belly button,
Don't know what the third one
armpits. I mean, obviously, butthole has got to be the grossest part.
Yeah. Well,
Poop comes out of there.
Poop comes out of there. Things can go in
I
there.
like a butt.
The hole or the
I
butt?
would choose.
All
Look, look,
Those are different things.
Sean says this quote often. Actually, I'm not going to repeat it. It's probably not a good idea.
Sean, who's Sean? We
But
don't know who Sean is, but yeah, repeat it.
If I had if there was a clean butt,
Yeah.
and a clean foot,
But
I would still choose the butt.
yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Feet are gross.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like it. Foot cheese and funguses.
We don't need to talk about the specific foot cheese.
hangnails.
Yeah, okay, that's enough.
What was the Mucinex? Not the Mucinex guy. But what was those little like green dudes that were like,
Yeah,
running around in
those
those
are Mucinex
commercials?
guys.
Is-
Yeah.
Well, they're like under the toenail.
Oh God, it's fungus, toe fungus. Ew, dude, let's fucking start the fucking podcast.
Con Air. What can I say other than we're talking about foot cheese? 90s cheese right here. Con Air.
This movie is so awesomely bad. It has-
I think that's all you can do. That's it.
Yeah,
That's our review. Awesomely bad.
it's,
Done. All done.
Okay,
That's the
bye.
fastest podcast ever.
Right.
I can watch
We
this.
should just post a really, really short one time, like as a joke, and then it like.
It's got to be the worst movie
Just
ever.
kidding. Yeah.
Or the best movie, because
What else can you say?
it's so good.
else
Oppenheimer,
can you
10
say?
out of 10.
Do you think this is one of the most rewatchable bad movies?
No.
For me, it is.
Okay.
It's up there, but there's other movies that I would put in front of it that I would rather watch personally
That are bad.
that are bad.
Like what?
Like if we're talking
sure,
action
bad
adventure.
bad movies that are like you can still watch because they're still fun and weird. And
Again, are we
interesting or something.
doing categories like okay, Con
Sure, I
Air
don't
is an
care.
action adventure, so
Sure.
it has to be in
Maybe-
that dumb
maybe-
action shit.
Sure, maybe another dumb action one.
Fucking Die Hard with a Vengeance. I mean,
Mm-mm.
people paying that movie, they say it's really bad. Shit, Die Hard 2 people hate.
This is
Die
is not-
Hard, Live Free or Die Hard.
Live Free or Die Hard. Maybe.
Slap a PG-13 on there. Can't even say motherfucker. Come on. I mean, Armageddon's up there. What?
I like how people gasp for the second.
That's not a bad movie.
Stay awake just to hear you breathing. I need some animal crackers for some reason.
That is the dumbest fucking scene.
Remember I was saying about
But that is
accidentally
not
putting
a
your
bad
finger in a
movie.
belly button?
How dare you compare that movie to Con Air?
How dare you think Armageddon's a good movie?
I love Armageddon, but it's
I
also
love 8 out of 10
semi-bad
Armageddon
movie.
for me. It's
It
a
is
bad
not,
movie.
Come on. Bad?
Oh my God,
Come
yes.
on.
So you're telling me in the real world, if there was an asteroid coming to Earth, they would say, yeah, you know these like NASA guys who can go up there?
You Canadian.
NASA.
NASA.
You know these astronauts who have been astronauts their whole life and planning to do this
You
or
mean
whatever?
the plot is bad?
Yeah.
Because the people in it are not bad.
Well, I like
Ben
a lot-
Affleck sucks in that
Yeah,
movie.
I was-
Everybody else is great.
He's He's okay.
Owen
And
Wilson.
But everybody
Steven Tyler's daughter.
else is good in that.
Pretty bad too.
No,
Liv Tyler
I liked
wasn't
her
all that
in
great.
Well, it was one of
I
her
don't like her in
first
almost
kind
every
of,
movie
She was like in it for 20
big-
minutes.
Minus Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, you're right. What I'm saying is they would not go to a team of deep sea drillers to
Okay.
fix this problem.
Okay.
And, we got 2 weeks. Let's train these guys to be
Concept,
Africa.
arguing
you can
concept
train
is
them
different,
to be
though.
deep sea drillers in 2 weeks. They're smart motherfuckers.
Arguing
They're astronauts.
Con-
At least
Concept
they
is different,
addressed
though.
training astronauts. At least they addressed that right
Yeah,
in the movie. Don't
they
they go
weren't like
like
just send them up there.
Right.
Arguing concept is different. Like Con Air is also super like that's not gonna happen.
I think Con Air
But-
has a better concept
But-
than Armageddon.
But most of the people in it also not doing the job
Oh, yeah. I mean, Con Air
is what I
sucks.
mean. Which is why I'm saying
Everybody's
it can't
like-
be compared because it's different. You can argue the unrealisticness of Armageddon,
Look,
I
okay.
also would like to
but you
say
can do that with a lot of movies.
if you haven't seen this in like fucking 15 years,
It takes
20
a-
years,
You're going to take a notch out of it.
you owe 100%.
You're gonna
like,
go-
You might have thought this
Wait
movie
a
was
second.
really good way back when, but it's. I love cheesy action shit,
Oh,
so
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still in love with this movie. But if you go watch it, you'll be like, "What the fuck?"
If
None of this lines up.
If you watch Tom Hanks in Forrest Gump before this movie, you're going to go, why is Nick Cage trying to be Forrest Gump?
That
Oh, look,
accent-
and Bubba's there.
I could swear he explained his accent too. I remember seeing an interview, and I don't know where to.
I
look,
would
but
rather watch Forrest Gump on repeat all day.
this
over
is
this
that's a
movie.
different.
Yeah, but it's different.
That's a
Like,
different.
I would
Forrest Gump is
I
top
would
tier
put
shit.
on
I'm going to be
no, maybe
sexist for a
not.
second.
I'm gonna put on Fast and
Uh-huh.
Furious over this.
Okay, I agree. But I'm now
And that's some
the first
cheat. That's
movie. The
that's
first
a
movie.
cheat.
The first one.
The Fast and Furious, the original.
I
over
think,
this.
and again,
Not the second one.
don't get mad at me for
Just don't
saying
see
this
it, okay?
sexist comment. I think this is a
we'll
man's.
see. Say it,
This is
we'll
a
see.
man's man movie. Bunch of dudes with the shirts off, all greased up.
Is it because you
on
guys
a plane
have lower
with shit
like
blowing up?
intelligence level? You think so? Like you don't need as
Could
much
be.
in a movie to be entertained.
I think.
Could be.
You think that's what?
I think this is what
I've
it
seen
is.
your picks though, so don't get too
Ooh.
You want to go back to the last week?
Hey, everybody
Yeah.
gets one.
crazy. Hey, don't start this.
Please.
Don't start this.
What I think it is.
I also introduced you to
Here it
Almost
goes.
Famous,
Here it goes.
which you were very happy with.
that was me.
No,
No.
I thought it was.
That
fucking-
was me.
No,
No,
not
he
him.
was.
No, I saw it for the first time. He's seen Almost Famous.
No, he said he hadn't. He said he thought it was going to be a whole different movie.
What was the movie that you introduced me to that was fucking hilariously stupid? It had Andy Samberg in it.
Pop star.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
Let's
that
go
was-
back to that.
But I
fucking
picked that
movie.
for that reason. I wasn't in here going.
Anyways,
Oh,
back to
it's
my
so good.
back to my sexist remark. What I'm saying is, I
Oh,
think
yeah, please.
I think men can switch their brain off and watch something easier than women can. And that's not. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying I do this too, where if I'm watching something, I'm going, well, that doesn't make sense, but this goes here, but that doesn't make sense over there. Why would you even be doing that? Hey, you could have shot that guy at this point, but you didn't because we got to get to the ending.
Well, I
and
do
he's
that a
gotta
lot
die.
when I'm watching.
Right.
So.
But
You-
I can do this and go, this is awesome.
You ever watch like social media stuff where it's like a guy and he's holding something that breaks easy
Mhm.
and he just throws it to break it?
Yeah.
It's the same concept.
Yes.
Like something's frozen over. Like
Have you seen the one
and you
where
just wanna-
it's the big Frozen thing and the
Yeah, yeah.
the guy's reacting to it and he's singing along to the
he's
higher.
like, just do it. Do it!
No, he's because they're playing Creed higher in the back
Yeah,
as he's
yeah.
throwing the ice and the
Yeah.
guy's doing the harmony to it.
It's perfect.
It's like the
same concept.
the bottle rolling down the stairs.
Oh, yeah, to
videos.
see when it smashes
See when
and
it's gonna
stuff.
break. Yeah, you know it's
perfect.
going to smash, but what's step? I gotta know
That's
what
it?
step.
I like the ones where they
I'm
like
curious what the
they
demographics
show
are
a
for
car
those videos
like
now.
like running thing like rolling over something because some of those are really like satisfying to hear how they
Mm-hmm.
crackle or to hear how they smush or to hear how they like.
ASMR stuff.
You're
You
right. Yeah, I'm good. Somebody
you
just
just
sent me. No, somebody just sent me a funny text message. Anyways, the plot of Con Air.
You can't explain it over live air.
It wouldn't make any sense to anybody but me.
Okay.
It's an insider joker.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
Newly paroled ex-con and former U.S. Ranger Cameron Poe finds himself trapped in a prisoner transport plane when the passengers seize control. Sorry, sometimes at the end of trailers they put those stupid
Did
things
they
there.
say jail? Did they say that these people were in jail? In that?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, but did they just say that? In that? Did I miss that?
Newly paroled ex-con and former
Newly
U.S.
Ex-con.
Ranger.
paroled.
Okay, sorry.
Mhm.
I thought they
Ex-con.
just said passengers. I missed the beginning of that.
In
and I
a
was like,
prisoner transport plane when the
Okay.
passenger seize control.
Did you listen to any of it?
No, I was fucking clearly
There's like
zoned out.
3 words in there that said
I'm
that
like,
they were in jail.
Yeah. It's
How
funny.
you doing over there, buddy?
I'm doing great. Sorry.
I would like to let everyone know that Steve is now texting.
I am.
Old Captain Steve is sending a text right now, an inside joke to someone, and he won't read it to us or you guys listening.
So we're on the outside.
On the outside looking in. How's it feel?
It's okay.
Sucks to be left
I don't
out.
like it. I'm on
Not a
the
fan.
outside.
Not a fan.
I want to bring up one point that I think is the most ridiculous plot point in this movie. Right? I don't think he's going to jail for what happens in the beginning.
Not at all.
He's a U.S. Ranger, right? And he's outside of a bar in bumfuck Tennessee, wherever you want to call it.
None of this happens.
And he's got his pregnant wife with him, and they're trying to leave. And this dude brings his posse up to fight
I
him.
mean, it's full self-defense.
Right? Like
Still gets 7 to 10 years. What a terrible lawyer.
Right? How would anybody go?
Because he was trained military.
He provoked them or tried to kill these guys. There was 3 of them versus him and his wife. Now,
Pretty badass, if you ask me.
oh, for sure.
And he accidentally killed that guy.
Yeah, he fucking...
The dude pulled a knife on him. He didn't get stabbed. He just got, and then
Accidentally.
It's not my fault.
Nose.
He was a pussy.
exactly. That's my defense. Sorry, his nose was so brittle.
Yeah, fucking down like a bull, in
maybe-
a china shop.
Maybe he shouldn't have tried to fuck my wife, because that's what it seemed like he was trying to do.
I'm not here to
Your
introduce common
Honor?
sense.
Here, here.
Yeah, I like how the
He
judge
was
came
also
out.
in uniform. Like,
Right.
they were like...
Oh no, hold
he-
on. They ripped off his medals or whatever, so
What-
he's not in uniform anymore.
What I mean is, not one
Wasn't
part
that
of
the
not
first thing
one
you
part
go
of any
for?
of them went.
No.
He might be trained
Right.
to kill.
Right. What a bunch of idiots.
Like, not one of them thought.
Also,
That guy would
Dumb fuck
definitely be
Tennessee.
more pro-military in a realistic world.
the
100%.
judge, yeah.
No. The guys at the bar. The guys that beat his
Nowadays,
Are you being
yes.
stereotypical?
100%.
Nowadays, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe back in the early 90s, maybe not so much.
Are you talking like post-Vietnam
late
shit? Is that what you're
90s,
getting at? Iraq shit? I don't think so.
I'm talking like late 90s, like,
Where were they at? Were they at Alabama or something? Where were they?
yeah, most of those dudes were like,
Yeah, dude, they're not. Those fucking country bumpkins aren't gonna fucking beat that dude's ass. There's no way.
but trying to fuck his wife.
That's a different story.
What was it? Where to
Depends
watch
on what your
this?
drive, you know.
Yeah, true. And they were drunk. You got a pretty mouth.
Purddy.
Hey, where to watch this guy? If you have a subscription to Hulu, you can watch it on there. But if you want to rent it or buy it, Amazon, Google Play, Apple TV, and Vudu.
Hulu.
You watch it on Hulu.
Watch it on Hulu.
It's linked with my Disney now.
Yep, we talked about this.
It's glorious.
Yeah, but you got to get ESPN Plus now too,
Glorious.
so you can have.
I don't watch sports anymore.
Okay, never mind.
Low testosterone.
I don't need to. It's fine. It's just for me.
It's got Hulu has Bleach though, which is a great anime. For any
Ooh,
animes that lovers that are out there.
What's your second favorite anime?
My first,
Not your first. Don't say your first. What's your second? Then you can say your first. Because I know what your first.
Inuyasha. No idea, right?
No idea.
I'm wearing the socks right now. My
Inuyasha.
favorite anime is One Piece, and I have One Piece socks on.
Nice.
It's great.
Have you watched all of it?
Let's go. Yes.
Because there's like
4
1,000
times.
episodes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Have you watched the?
Got a lot of secrets, Steve.
Have you watched the Netflix show, the live action show?
No, there's certain things I hold close to my soul.
So you're just like, I'm never crossing that bridge.
No. They're actually reanimating it now. I might do that, but even that is more. It's still original audio, but
Right. They're just okay.
But I still might not fucking. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't want to watch Pokemon movies when they came out either, so it's fine.
Look, I still have that Mew card.
Do you?
Yeah, the
Mewtwo?
Pokemon 2000. It was Mew.
Oh, it was Mew.
Yeah, it was like Aztec Mew.
Okay.
Get it together, baby.
Abracadabra. What? Where do we already did?
Sorry, Tara.
Written by. Wait, you weren't into the Pokemon phase when it hit the schools? Where were you when Pokemon hit the schools? The streets.
I mean, I
she had her nose to the streets.
Grade
I had Pokemon cards, but I didn't do anything
was
with
like-
them other than put them in a book.
grade 5, grade 6 or something.
For us, it was.
6,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when
We're
it was
the same
big. That's when it was first popping off.
What were you got? What was the big thing at school before that for you
Pogs.
guys?
We
What?
weren't at school
Pogs.
yet.
Pogs.
Pogs were at the same time, right?
No, Pogs were way before.
They were.
I wouldn't say
we
way
were doing
before.
Pogs were like
Pokemon
93, 94.
We had like the tubes.
We were doing
Everybody had the
Pokemon like
tubes of them.
95. It can't be that far before.
95.
No, dude,
96?
It was
Do
97,
you know how old we
98.
were in 95? We were 6 years old.
I know
Right.
how old I was.
I know how old I was when she said I thought you were written.
I thought it was early. I thought
That's
it
when
was
my
early.
sister was born.
Sorry.
No, it was literally Me, it was grade 5. I remember because the big thing at my school before this, we did pogs too, but it wasn't at school. It was you got to come over because we got I know what it was. They outlawed slammers at our school because they were metal and you could hurt somebody. So you can't fucking use a plastic slammer. There's no weight there.
Dude, I had so many. Never played once.
Just says 19.
I got them somewhere.
Do you still?
Yeah. Anyways, so what we were big into was marbles. You remember playing marbles?
That's old school shit.
Yeah. You dig the hole, right?
Yeah.
We would have lined up.
Mid-90s.
We would have lined up at the end of where the pavement stopped of our play area and the dirt started because we, you had a dirt field outside for recess, and where the basketball court and stuff was. Where it ended, that would be the line for where you shot marbles. So there was like 5 or 6 in a row, and there would be a hole, 5 feet out or whatever it was from each of these places, and then you would throw a marble from there to try to get it in the hole, right? Then the next person goes, and depending on how many marbles you're playing for, you got to get them all in.
Was this in Canada or was this here?
It was in Canada. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're behind the times in Canada, apparently.
Anyways. I had lawn darts. I'm pretty sure those were outlawed at one point or another.
I don't think they're outlawed in Canada still, because I remember going back home, going to Canadian Tire and seeing them there and like going, oh, fuck, bud, let's buy some.
Dude, I remember
go for a dart.
having one of them cheap bows with a fake one. We just shoot that shit up in the air and we all go running out underneath it. Like a bunch of idiots.
Let's do it.
Right now.
At night.
Never know.
Right. Someone's getting hit.
My problem, I would get hit because I would be stubborn and not.
I'm not moving anywhere.
What a wild feeling. Imagine being in a group and then someone's just like, I'm shooting this off, and you're just in a group and having to stand there. What was that? I didn't watch that Squid show.
I didn't either.
Was that what it was kind of like?
No.
Squid Games?
Squid Games?
Oh, you didn't watch it?
I haven't watched it.
I have a problem with subtitles.
You need to watch it. So, without giving away super spoilers.
Do they have the English dubbed over it yet?
Yeah, you can do the dub over it, or you could read it.
I'm not going to read it. So that's why I hadn't watched it.
You could do that. Anyways.
What you don't know is Tara can't read.
Oh, I can read.
She reads very good.
I read good like.
I actually do read. I read better than Steve over there.
You read better than both of us. We've asked you to do it.
But
I can read great in my head.
My thing is if subtitles are on look, ADHD over here. If subtitles are up there, I'm reading the subtitles and I'm missing things that are.
Yeah, sure. I will agree with that.
So I can't do it.
Because you can't watch what you're reading at the same time.
I know a lot of people that watch everything with subtitles, and fuck that.
I do anime, so I'm comfy as shit with
just like if you're watching a TikTok video or something, I'm just reading the words, even though they're speaking
when they have
the words.
captions, I'm reading them.
Right, and then
if something's wrong, I'm like, because sometimes captions will get it wrong, and I'm like, I don't think she said pineapple.
AI, it sucks. Anyways, Squid Game. This is I want to tee it up for you real quick to see if you guys would watch it.
Preface?
I'm going to preface it. Preface.
Go ahead. Hey!
So, synopsis from Steve. It's a game show in which there's $4.5 million on the line, but it ain't broadcast anywhere. You get selected randomly if you want to, and you play this game where you got to play it with somebody in the street. You basically like challenge you, and if you get it, you get a card and you get picked up, and they take you back. You're playing against 456 other people.
That's too many people.
When you get eliminated in any game that they have, you die.
I wouldn't play that game.
No, I wouldn't either.
But all the people that they're grabbing are down on their luck.
So people that would be like, hey, I need this.
So like the Jake Johnson movie.
Are there people that's sick and shit too? Like, people are going to like...
Self-reliance.
Terminal or something?
Oh, okay, yeah. So, but the games that are in it are wild games of
I saw a preview where they
were
like telling a dude, it looked like these people running and stopping, and then people were just
It was the stop and go, red light, green light.
It's literally, the first game is literally red light, green light. And if you're moving, they just shoot you with a gun. They literally just, boom, done. There's another game.
Serpentine.
Yeah, there's another game where you got to cross this glass bridge, right?
Nope.
Well, each pane of that glass, so there's 2 panes in front of you. You have to choose one or the other. One of them breaks and one of them doesn't.
Just Fall Guys stuff.
Right.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Here's the thing. There's 50 people behind you and you have 20 minutes to go, but you're first. So you got to make a decision. So when you go and you're good, well, now you got to make another decision.
That seems unfair.
If you fall and die...
That seems unfair. The person in the back of that line knows what most of them are by then.
So when you fall, you're falling to your fucking death.
Nope.
It's fucking cool.
Right?
No.
I mean, the concept's cool.
Anyways, there's another game, Tug of War. If you get tugged further out, you fall into your death, right? But it's with a group of people. It's wild.
Is it like an episode of game kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of. So every episode's a different game, but then there's other things going on inside the story,
Alliances
right?
being made?
Exactly.
Ah, okay.
And there's one game at the end where it gets whittled down, and you're choosing like your best friend, basically. Like, hey, choose your favorite guy you've been in here with, right?
Put them in the opposite team.
And here's a bag of marbles. You figure out the game you have to play. You have 30 minutes. Whoever wins moves on. Whoever loses dies. You can play any game you want.
That's a bummer.
Well, they don't tell you that.
Yeah.
It was literally just like, hey, go have fun. We're going to have a picnic or whatever. And then it was literally, this is the person you picked. You have to now play against them.
Oh,
Here's
shit.
a bag of marbles. Figure out the game.
What if neither of you play?
Then you both die.
I almost would rather do
30
that.
minutes. Figure it out.
I wouldn't want to send the one person
I
know
think
to
you
their
and I
death.
go out like bosses, You know
what I would do, Wally?
We play a game to the last second, and whoever
And
does
you
it,
just die
It would either...
together.
I wouldn't want to
Brotherhood.
win, is what I'm saying. I wouldn't want to win or lose. It's just us in life and happenstance.
Because you wouldn't want to lose your friend.
Yeah. Let's just do it. Regardless,
You wouldn't want to send Steve.
This is
Steve,
how we're gonna do it.
Just sit
look
there.
at his face. Steve would send you to your death.
I
Look
think
at
he
his
would do it.
nose.
I think
Look
we
at
would do
his
the same
face.
thing. I think we would do the same thing.
I would do if there has to be somebody, right, to do it.
Don't do the noble shit right now.
No, not noble shit. This is the game we play. We wait the whole 30 minutes. One marble each, throw over our shoulder, and whatever gets closest to like something we call out, like, hey, that pot over there, right? Don't even look. Just whoever's closest. We don't look.
All right. I like that. I'm in.
Because we don't know until somebody, pah!
Can you escape this fucking thing?
You got to win. That's the only way you escape it.
Ah.
Now, on the other side of it, there's an espionage thing going on because the only people who are watching this game are rich people.
Oh, it's one of those fucking deadliest game things or whatever it
Exactly.
is.
So there's like this
Like
cop.
what the Purge ended up being.
Right. There's
and
this
whichever
cop
one that
that's
was, the second one.
I can't remember if this cop's trying to figure out if his brother went there or his brother was there years ago or something. And it's on like a remote island and all this shit. And he's like, it's flashing back and forth between the game and then him. It's a really good
I might have
show.
to check it out.
It's
might
really
have to
good.
check it out.
I'm probably still not going to.
They made
Seems a little anxiety.
they made
inducing.
they made an American game out of it.
I've seen
where
that.
people don't die, but then
I
they
actually
can-
so one of the guys just because his videos are funny. I follow him on Instagram and he was on the show. I mean, I didn't know.
Is he a tall, skinny dude? White dude?
Does that narrow it down?
Yes.
Yes, kind of.
Kind of like a little beard, but nothing.
He's Irish. He was one of the Irish guys on it.
I know exactly who you're talking about. Yep.
I think there were only
McGrady.
two. I think there were only two Irish guys on it. And the only reason I knew he was on it is because after he was off it, he was posting about it. And people, I don't know anything about the show other than people were commenting very unhappy that the other Irish guy didn't have his back because there were only two Irish people in the whole game.
Who do you think's more Irish, me or her? Go.
Wally.
100%.
So there's one game. This is the last thing I want to say because it is fucking wild. There's one game in this where they give you a cookie, and in that cookie there's a shape. You could have a triangle, you could have a circle, you could have a star, or you can have an umbrella. You have, I think, 30 minutes to cut out the shape of the cookie without breaking the cookie. You have a needle and the cookie.
How do you do it without breaking? I don't understand how without breaking the cookie.
Exactly.
Do you just poke?
So basically,
poke,
okay.
poke,
So
poke,
think
poke?
of it like this: like if you're making like a cookie, it's a special type
So you
of
can
cookie.
puncture the cookie, you just can't break the
So
cookie.
if it's in like a tin and they pour it in, and as it's wet, they like sear in the shape of whatever it is. So when it hardens, you can see the shape. You got to then cut the shape out with a needle. That's all you got,
without the
without
rest of the
breaking
cookie breaking.
any part of it.
So random.
And if you break it, you're dead.
Can you eat the cookie?
I was just like, God damn it.
You can try.
Does that count as breaking it?
If you know you're about to die, you're
So
like, ah!
you can break the outside of the cookie. You just can't break the shape that you're cutting out.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you meant you couldn't break any of it.
So
And I
you're
was
pretty
like, how
much
the
carving
fuck
out
would
the
you not?
shape you're supposed to carve out.
Right.
So you can eat the cookie.
You can, but it's a brittle cookie. So if you take a bite out of it, the whole thing's just breaking.
But I'm saying like the pieces as you're cutting, you could snack while you're
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah, I'd do that. I'd be like, hey, before you kill me, let me just
Priorities over
eat this.
here.
Right.
Can
Can I get a
gotta
glass of
have your
milk?
strength.
Anyways,
all those
it's
kings,
crazy
you know?
that is like one of the most nerve-wracking scenes of the whole show.
What if they gave you an Oreo?
You had to cut
You're
that
dead.
out.
You're
Yeah,
dead.
no,
You're
whole
fucking
thing.
dead.
Yeah.
Especially if they gave me milk with it.
Done.
Done.
Maybe controversial, but single normal Oreos are the best.
No, double stuff.
See, I have a lot of friends who double, but I'm a milk dipper, and
I am
don't
too.
want. I don't want too much.
I will not.
Frosting.
I will not
Fondue,
eat
whatever it is.
Oreos without dipping them.
Yeah,
I don't remember the last time I ever had milk.
I love milk.
it's got the D. It's healthy for you.
But it's not.
Vitamin D is good for you.
You can get it other ways.
Yeah, you go stand in the sun.
Yeah, you
That's
can.
I do
which you
that,
don't
yeah.
do.
I do. I take my dog for a walk every day.
Your house is usually in shade.
Vitamin D actually is detrimental.
You're in
to
shape. I
drink Sunny
my
D.
health.
That's not.
It's got vitamin D in it. Why is it called Sunny D?
I actually, because I have hemochromatosis,
They-
eventually I can't. I'm not allowed to drink stuff like
Say that one more time.
Hemochromatosis?
Say it again.
hemochromatosis.
Hemochromatosis.
That's a big word.
That's a big.
It's a
deficiency?
blood disease.
Like a hemophiliac is it all hemo blood
Mhm.
stuff? All right.
so
Latin.
Her
dead
hemoglobin.
language.
I
He's speaking Latin.
will have an issue with excess iron eventually.
Oh, okay.
And so, like, when specifically not
So
to
you're
get,
gonna die.
not to get like gross,
in a terrible way.
specifically,
On your
it'll
period.
start catching up after menopause because I won't be getting rid of
Why do you
iron
say?
every month
Oh.
naturally. Because that's
Could you just stick a needle in you? And
So if
excess
if
iron.
my levels were to get too high, I would have to get
Transfusion.
phlebotomy treatments.
Ooh.
Like they'd have to take blood out.
I thought you said lobotomy for a second. I was like,
I mean, each your.
But it's so eventually I would have to stay away from anything that's high in iron, red meats, but also stuff that's like I could eat an orange, but I couldn't. They would tell me to stay away from orange juice because it's concentrated amounts of
Orange.
Orange
Juice.
Vitamin
D. C.
C.
E.
we
One
can
of
get
them,
back to the movie
whichever
after this.
one is.
Okay.
Also, best orange juice is for some reason.
Tropicana.
Well, if you go brand, whatever they put in the fucking McDonald's orange juice, man. I don't know.
You know what?
I don't know what it is.
Crack.
Yeah,
I don't
probably.
ever actually drink orange juice.
They're putting cocaine in there.
Yeah. Give me that fucking.
The guy in the back's like,
little sausage McMuffin
When I-
and a little bit of drugs.
when
I'm dipping the sausage McMuffin in the orange juice. It's fucking great.
if I ever get McDonald's breakfast, I still get a Coke.
I can't do.
You
can't
are
do
a
soft
monster.
drink in the morning.
Ew. In the morning.
But I also don't drink like coffee or anything else. So
Say
really,
it again.
I don't
One more
drink
time.
coffee.
Repeat that.
Coffee?
Coffee?
That's not how you said
You
it.
say coffee.
I said I don't drink coffee or anything
You don't drink
else.
coffee in the car. That's what I heard.
In the
I don't drink-
morning.
In the morning.
I don't drink coffee or tea or
In the
anything
car.
else.
I don't
so
drink coffee in the car.
Soda would be caffeine at least. I
Soda.
like it.
I've been on a root beer kick. Oh, sorry. Let's fucking talk about this goddamn movie.
I don't like root beer either.
I've been on an A&W root beer kick recently.
Have you okay.
Me,
have you
Sarah.
ever gone to A&W and gotten a
I've
root
had
beer?
an A&W root beer, but
And you're just like,
I just don't like root beer.
Look,
Carrick loves root beer.
get out.
I don't like
Just
root
get
beer.
out.
Dude.
Root beer's amazing.
Coke
Amazing.
floats.
He likes birch
Amazing.
beer too.
I like birch
with the birch beer.
Arguably almost better.
Cheer wine. You ever had a cheer
What
wine?
the fuck is that?
You guys are missing out.
It's like a cherry Coke and stuff.
you ever gone-
Favorite ginger ale?
Yours is ginger ale?
Canada
No,
Dry.
I'm asking your favorite.
Oh,
like,
I was like,
Canada
eh,
Dry.
you do the cranberry Canada
Oh, it's really
Dries?
good. It's really
It's
good.
fucking banging.
There was this extra. It was an extra dry or something. I can't remember, but it came out. It was yellow. Like
Mellow yellow.
What was it? It was Canada Dry, but it had like this yellow tag on it that said like extra something, and I don't know if it was extra dry or it was extra.
Probably
I gotta ask my
something
wife,
like
but it was
ginger ale's
really
nice
good.
and crispy.
Crispy.
You know,
Speaking of crispy, Con Air was written by Scott Rosenberg. He's also written High Fidelity, Gone in 60 Seconds, both of the new Jumanji movies, and the first Venom movie.
so this was his
both
weakest
Jumanji?
link.
Did you say both new Jumanjis?
So the Rock Jumanji.
So rough start.
He has a couple okay.
It's weird.
A couple of not okays.
This isn't all over the map.
Like
Right.
I like Gone in 60 Seconds is fine. That's fine. I liked the Jumanji movies. I actually did like the Jumanji movies.
High Fidelity was great.
Yeah.
I
I
Venom,
haven't seen
terrible.
Venom, so
Don't.
he had a nice middle.
Sure. Yeah.
Wait, when did Venom come out?
That's what she said.
2020 maybe?
Maybe after one of the Jumanji movies.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
the
yeah,
second
yeah.
one.
Mm, Might have.
I don't remember.
I haven't watched either
Don't
of the
matter.
new Jumanji movies
They're
all the way
funny.
through.
They're funny.
They're okay. They're not. I don't know. I'm soured on The Rock, so
That sounds like you're addicted to, like a hip way of saying you're addicted to drugs.
I've soured on The Rock.
Listen. I
Very true.
went to see. We went to see Jumanji because
Jumanji.
of Kevin Hart because I really liked. I thought he was really funny, and I walked out of there going.
Jack Black.
Jack Black stole that
Hey,
fucking
I haven't
movie.
seen it, but he's the shit.
Jack Black stole that. Him having to act like a teenage girl the whole movie was fucking on point.
He's a beautiful human being.
And then in the second movie when Kevin Hart and The Rock had to act like the older guys,
Oh yeah, that was funny.
then they brought it back in.
There's a video I saw the other day of Jack Black meeting I don't know if he was in Disneyland or something like that, but he
I saw that.
he met this kid in a wheelchair, and he was like, "Yo, one of them said his favorite movie is School of Rock," and he just starts singing the whole whatever that song was, the Legend of the Rent song. He just starts singing it, and you can see Jack Black I don't know if he was fighting tears or what, but it felt like he was getting emotional singing it because this kid looked
I love that
pretty
man.
fucked up.
I don't have a lot of connections to act. But I feel like I have a small connection to him.
Yeah.
Maybe from all the Tanakh stuff.
Probably.
Yeah. But he's the shit. Jack Black's so cool.
Seasoned curlies. Sorry. There's something about that.
Deactivate the laser with my dick.
Use the cock. No. To me, when a celebrity does something where they don't have to do it, you know what I mean, or they're going the extra mile. He could have said, "Hey, nice to meet you. Awesome. Thank you. Bye." Right? No, he stopped his entire day and made that kid's life
beautiful. I'm gonna get teary-eyed.
Speaking of teary-eyed, Go On Air was directed by Simon West. He's also directed The General's Daughter, Lara Croft Tomb Raider, and The Mechanic.
The Mechanic is
Jason Statham.
The Mechanic.
Great. If you haven't seen it. And what was the one dude that was in the movie you picked with Justin Timberlake? What's his name? The guy
Andy
who was
Samberg?
out to kill Justin Timberlake the whole time. Not out to kill Justin Timberlake.
That
the other
weird
guy.
90s fucking fever dream of a movie. What the fuck was that?
Alpha Dog.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which
The
guy?
one dude that shits on the carpet.
Ben Foster.
Ben Foster. He's in The Mechanic with Jason Statham. Really good. Really good.
Did I tell you guys a story of my upper decker? Did I tell you guys this
Yes,
story?
You're
did.
about to again. Let's
No,
go.
I don't want to tell it again. Go watch the old podcast.
I took an upper decker. That's the story.
Look, don't be a dick and throw a house party because you're gonna smell something for a long time and I know where it's coming from.
What the fuck is that smell?
Someone shit in the tank behind the toilet.
Someone shit on the coats.
Yeah.
Who? Hope it wasn't
Is there
on
an
my
owl
coat.
in here?
What?
Is there an owl in here?
And then you're a phantom. Sorry. Con Air is rated R for strong violence and language. I do have one qualm with what I just said. Dane Cook took
I was
all
in
of
my
his
kitchen. He was in his basement.
Dane Cook took all of his stand-up off of Spotify and kept his new one on.
I said, "Fuck shoes."
If anyone knows me, I say fuck shoes. I get a cashew because it contours to the tip.
Replace the
Hello?
old shitty batteries with.
I'm a car.
For anyone who's under the age of 30, no idea what we're talking
He
about.
creeps me out now, but I was a
agree.
huge Dane Cook fan
Me too.
in the beginning.
Vicious Circle was good.
I love the beads.
We went to
Where he's like, I just want it ripped into
Yes!
the B&E one.
He
was
took
fucking
the
great.
door. He left the beads.
You just want to
He took
fuck
the-
with somebody and just take
Took
their
the
batteries.
good batteries and replaced them with shitty old batteries.
Just mind games.
Let's do that.
Bacon and eggs.
Let's you guys want to do a B&E?
Bacon and eggs.
There's a car. Okay, there are cars. If you see a whale, tell me about that. That's unusual.
You're the one that told me they had a strip joint in Old Cadarnia that was a breakfast strip joint. So you can go
There's
there
a
and
lot of
eat.
those.
I did not one that I've
Like
ever
with
seen.
buffets.
24/7.
I could see a buffet, maybe not
No,
as
but like a
common.
breakfast
I know you
buffet.
have to drink, right? You usually have a drink, but a breakfast, you go early.
Scrambled eggs and titties?
No, it's probably more.
Do they make?
Where'd this milk
Hold
come
on.
from?
It's
You think they're
probably
making?
more so
You think they're
people
making
that are-
pancakes and then they're putting maybe a banana, a banana
Like making it
slice,
look
and
like
then putting a raspberry on top of that to make it look like
I
a
think
titty?
it's probably more people that are still there.
I think we're missing our
Maybe
calling.
that's it.
Let's make a joint that only serves titty-shaped food.
Well, what? All right, what's the name?
Titties are us. Boobies are us.
The best of the breast.
That's better. That's really good.
Yeah, don't roll your eyes. That was genius.
Guys, it's clearly breast fist.
Brett. Oh, that's
How
pretty
did you
good,
that
actually.
like you just skipped right over?
That's good though.
Come on.
But if
That
we're
is
only
good.
doing breakfast, yes. If it was,
Well, you said pancakes.
well, that was the first thing
Breast
I said.
fest is pretty
breast
fucking
breakfast is breast fest is pretty good. But if we're doing like all day event, no, it's just breakfast all day. Breakfast and titties all day.
It'd be
That's all, yeah.
cakes and jugs.
Jugs and cakes and days. No.
Connie
Is starring Nick Cage as Cameron Poe, John Malkovich as Cyrus the Virus Grissom,
John Malkovich.
John Cusack as Agent Vince Larkin, Ving Rhames as Nathan Diamond Dog Jones,
Everyone's got good names in this.
Dave
Diamond
Chappelle.
dogs.
What do you hear Diamond Dogs? What do you think of, Steve?
I think of Metal Gear Solid.
There you go. Good answer.
Ted Lasso. 100%.
That's fine.
I also just rewatched it, so that's fresh in my mind.
The part where he finally joins them at the end.
Roy,
Oh,
I want. Can I be a diamond dog?
can I?
And they're all just like. I love when something exciting and Beard and Ted look at each other and they go, oh my god. Like we're thinking that.
Beard is the best character on that
He's
show.
so good. I mean, they're all really, really good on that show. Nate is the worst. I hate him so much. It's really hard to watch.
Excuse me.
but-
I didn't like his redemption arc because it felt unwarranted.
Oh, I just wanted to kill him. Like he didn't deserve a redemption.
But
Clearly,
also-
he had issues that stemmed from other places.
But
and that's what
also,
led
I
to-
think that's what they're trying to show is it's okay to sometimes
because shit does happen.
right. So you know what? When you come back and you're, hey, sorry, perfectly fine.
Yeah, but
You're
you
back.
have to come back on. Like no one's
yeah,
coming
yeah,
to get you.
yeah.
You got to like find your way back. But
I will say, Ted, watching the video of him destroying the sign,
and then
he had to stay there.
and he's like kind of joking about it, but kind of showing Beard like
Right.
it's kind of fucked up, right?
Yep.
Like
Anyways, we also got Dave Chappelle as Pinball Parker.
Right.
I forgot Dave
Shut up,
Chappelle. I forgot Dave Chappelle was in this movie.
me
Hilarious.
too.
And he dies.
Yeah. And he gets ejected.
Yeah.
Or he
He's
gets fucking let go.
You didn't really mean that crackhead stuff you said, right?
Give me the gun.
I did.
I did.
Rachel Takatin as Sally Bishop. I had to read that 3 times in my mind.
Toboggan.
Takatin.
Toboggan?
Toboggan. Tikatin.
You're
Ticotin.
Canadian and toboggan, the sled shit? What is
Yes.
it? Yeah, okay.
Toboggan is a sled.
Or isn't it
Toque is a
hat
hat.
too?
Toque
Gotcha.
is a hat.
I know what a toque is.
Right.
I just couldn't remember what a toboggan is. for
I had
whatever
never
reason.
heard a like
Toque.
no people. I've heard people call certain hats toboggans, and I had never heard that before.
Never heard that.
It was recently. I had to look it up because I
Is
argued
it a
with someone
banana
about
hat or
it.
something?
Yeah, it's one of those.
I'm not saying it's not real, but I've never personally heard somebody like, "Oh man, take that
No, I
toboggan
was
off
like,
your head."
no.
I got a sled on my head. Unless it's like a big hat.
How do you spell toboggan?
T-O.
Doug
Is it
Dimmadome.
O?
Tobog.
Tobog.
Toboggan. I don't know. Do the text to speech. We're in the 27th century. Just do it.
Toboggan.
We also got Danny Trejo looking young as fuck as Johnny 23.
He randomly fucking went old as shit.
Oh, yeah.
Southerners apparently call.
Southern.
Often wearing woolly hats.
Ew. And then we got good old
Toboggan.
Steve Buscemi as Garland Green.
In the whole world.
I was gonna say, like, he does have a nice little creepy vibe to him that sells that part.
Great.
But otherwise, not someone that I would have seen as as
A threat.
threatening as they made him out to.
that's
I
the
get
point,
that's the
yeah.
point, but like,
He sold it. He knew exactly what he was doing. As soon as he got up to that girl, he just stared at that little girl, unknowing
Oh, yeah.
about any like life or it's just emptiness. I was like, this guy's good.
I like that he had the doll on the plane with him.
Yeah, we were talking earlier, and there's been, people have been posting this on social media that the same character of Garland Green is in Billy Madison, is in... what
Which
did we say?
one you want me to name? So Billy Madison, he's in
The
The
Big
Big
Lebowski. And then there was
Armageddon.
the other... Armageddon is the big one. We were saying,
It's funny because we talked about that.
right, it could be the same character.
The
And
only
it'd
one
be
that doesn't add up is Reservoir Dogs because he's kind of got his shit together. Pink from Reservoir
and
Dogs.
And he
he's
died.
Boardwalk Empire is him too, isn't he? That show.
Maybe that ends
Wasn't
it.
he the main character? They were like gangsters or whatever.
He makes
Right.
it through Armageddon, right? He's riding the nuke, but he
Yeah,
survives, right? in Armageddon?
Yeah,
I
he's
can't remember.
surprised because they strap him in as they go back
because
down.
he's fucking like
So
Crazy.
he's fucking everything up.
Yeah.
He comes. He gets.
He's
he
on
doesn't
top of a
wanna
nuke
go
with a
home.
gun, like.
Because he doesn't want to go home.
We're all
It
gonna
makes
die up here,
sense
man. It don't
because
matter.
He also gambles a lot of his shit away. So then afterwards,
He's already in
Time-
That's what he's
Vegas.
saying. He's
Time
like,
frame
I don't.
doesn't add up,
He's
but
like, I don't need to go back.
he needs money. Reservoir Dogs.
I mean,
Dies. Schnip. Done.
Yep. I'm okay with that. Runtime 115 minutes. Definitely
Too long.
an action movie that's long. I mean, you got to have most of the setup is short and to the point. I think the whole plane, them taking over the plane, was a little too easy.
Yeah. Fucking just squirt gasoline
Yeah.
on the Indian guy.
He swallowed.
Like, who's gonna?
Where'd he get that little container from? It was in.
He pulled it out of his.
No. Where did he get it?
Oh,
to
yeah,
then
okay.
Fill
Stole
it.
it
So
from
there's
somewhere,
another.
maybe.
There's
to then
another.
get the gasoline.
There's
fill it
another
with
two things I
gasoline.
want to talk about. Then, how did he
Continuity
make?
of this whole fucking movie.
How did he make a fake block in his cell? And was he putting all that stuff in there every night to plan all that?
I don't know.
Cyrus the Virus, right? So
Yeah.
that's what they crawl through that whatever, because it was like, what is that, cocaine? But if he's keeping that stuff in there, he's obviously going back to that and making these
I
plans
don't
over
think
time.
That part is necessary because they get caught at the first airport as they're finding that shit.
Well, they get caught because
Are they just trying to explain his backstory further?
they get caught because what's his face?
Well, they ship him out.
Hot Tub Time Machine finds the clue of where they're landing with the Last Supper with the eyes cut out,
Okay, yes.
right? So they get that from that.
You
But-
couldn't come up with
but
John
it's
Cusack. You could come up
sorta-
with Hot Tub Time Machine.
Yeah, sorry.
So you're saying if that dude, the cop, the single cop that was there, didn't get out of the car, they get away scot free? Is that what you're saying?
No,
They're like, hold him there. They call the dude in the cop car.
yeah.
Because that's when they get. That's essentially when
Well,
the cons know that there's something going on.
Yeah.
Up until that.
Well, the
moment.
cops are already coming. They were
Yeah.
waiting. They were refueling, is what they were waiting for.
Yeah. Okay. Now,
That's why they're
now I'm losing
standing there.
myself.
Yeah, because that's why they're not taking off yet. Is they're refueling the plane and they're waiting for all the gas
They're
And then-
switching over. Yeah.
and they're switching over whatever. Well, that's when they find out, hey, there's something going on here, and that's when the bomb blows up concurrently with whatever. And he calls like, yo, they're fucking. They got control.
Yeah. Okay. So what I was getting at is if they didn't have that, that could be. Can that be a wasted scene where
Yes,
they find that
I
shit
think it
there?
is.
Okay.
They could
That's
do
what
it
I
a
was
different
getting.
way. My problem is, how is he making in jail, having no access to anything beyond maybe people bringing stuff in or whatever?
Shawshank style.
How is he making a fucking fake? How is he making a fake brick and putting it there? And they had to crawl through it or grab through it to get to it. How is he doing that every night?
I don't know. Would you just like carve out something? You just like dink.
If they put a poster up like they did in Shawshank, I'm
First
okay
off,
with that.
this movie has 1,000 continuity issues, and just
somewhat,
shit that
yeah.
just doesn't make sense.
But does it have to?
Like if you can you play the trailer again,
I'm trying.
Steve? I guarantee you will find
Jared
something. there.
Bruckheimer films.
It's all Ghost Rider too. So just get to the con part of the shit,
My name is Nicolas Cage.
and I guarantee you we'll see
Sorry,
stuff that
my
doesn't make
name is
sense.
Nicolas
So
Cage.
parts of this doesn't make sense where he gets fucking booked up.
That's what we're
There's
talking
no
about, yeah.
way. There's no way he goes to jail for that.
Make sure you show his wife.
Yeah,
They're
there's
making
fucking
out.
no way.
Not especially not that
I'm
long.
gonna stab you, boy.
Like just because he's been trained.
The
that's
nose
stupid.
thrust you. He's deadly. He's
So because
certified
he's
deadly
been
weapons.
trained, he's not supposed to defend himself. And his
And the way the
body.
guy's is like, he dead.
Did he end up pleading guilty?
He said,
went
I
no,
don't.
right?
Yeah, he's like, I
Okay.
don't plead. And the guy said,
yeah,
you
yeah.
could take less.
So he does plead. He does in court plead guilty.
Right, but he pleads not guilty. He's like, I'm not.
Okay.
I didn't do
Yeah,
anything
but
wrong.
he did because he thought it would lessen his sentence, and it did not.
And it did.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, and that's what his lawyer was saying was if you take the guilty plea, it
You'd
will
probably
be
get
less.
a couple.
First
years,
off,
but
you're never chucking these
Why
all
are you-
these
why are you
prisoners.
stopping?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's fine.
You're never chucking all these prisoners on
last
this plane.
time this did it, it didn't. So it's fine. Don't worry.
Is it still going?
It's still going. Don't
Okay.
worry. This
Well,
happened like-
what I was
there it
getting
is.
at,
We're
there's just
back, we're
there's
back.
a lot of bubbles in this that
Oh yeah.
don't need to necessarily be. Cops and Apache helicopters.
Yeah,
Probably not gonna
you
fucking
calling-
happen.
Yeah, why are you calling Apache helicopter? What was their plan following that, trying to get to it with the beacon on that
Yeah.
plane? What was their plan to catch up with the Apache helicopter? What were we gonna
First
do?
off, what are the top speeds of an Apache helicopter? Let's figure that shit.
ain't-
We're
it ain't-
doing math right now.
It ain't catching up with
Unnecessary.
a jet.
I know Apaches are fast, but I don't think they're that fucking fast.
it's not really a jet.
That was a cargo plane. So
It was
okay,
like
it's not
a-
going to be. It's not going to be.
An
Probably
old
moving-
fucking cargo
Probably
plane.
moving
too.
a little bit slower.
But
than
it still
a
had
jet,
turbines. Right?
or like a 757.
Was it turbines or was it? Oh, it was propellers because it shoots through the.
182 miles an hour for the Apache helicopter.
Okay. So then, if you want to do a
Oh,
90s
was
cargo
that not an
plane,
Apache? Was it not an Apache helicopter?
that wasn't Apache. I think those were not. It
What is
starts
the name
with a
of them?
C. It starts with a C.
Whatever.
Compact helicopters.
Let's use a big plane as an example, like a C-17 or something. How?
Sure. C-17 bomber. What?
I think it's different though for a fucking cargo plane.
C-17. Well, technically, they can be a cargo plane. 450 knots. What is that in miles per hour? What am I, fucking British?
I'm not a. I ain't no scientist. I can't decipher this stuff. Well, so that's a Sikorsky.
Keep moving forward. I'll find this.
That's a Sikorsky. I'm trying to look for whatever those things were. You'd
It's a
think.
Hind D. That's a different plane.
Why is there a Hind D here in Alaska? Release date, June 6th, 1997. We were not even 10 years old. I feel old.
I wasn't even 9 yet. Because my birthday's in
But
November.
we're all the same age.
My birthday was in November, I'm
It
saying.
would have been 1988. 98 is 10 years.
I know. I'm saying
Oh, right. Yeah,
when
sorry,
it came
sorry,
out,
sorry,
I
sorry.
wasn't even 9 yet.
You are correct. I stand corrected. Box office that week, the top 10. I want to say this may be, barring 2 or 3 movies, one of the biggest top 10s we've ever seen here. Wally, are you ready?
No, he's not.
517 miles per hour. This fucking helicopter's not even coming close.
I feel like there's no way that piece of junk plane that they ran was going that fast.
No, I don't either.
Well, he
I
said-
don't either.
hold on,
But
he said
even
how-
half that speed.
It's still faster.
He said how
Yeah.
fast he was going. They said 300 and something miles an hour because he's like, we should be doing 312, but we're doing 305 because the whatever's not coming up.
Yeah,
But even
yeah.
if, you're right.
Yeah, and that puts us at 200 some knots.
No, you're busy. Top 10 that week. Number 10, Liar Liar.
Fucking
Ooh.
god tier of a movie.
God tier of movie.
It's my.
I would really, really like a continuance.
Are you a cable guy? You're a cable guy for him when that era.
like
of
my favorite
Carrie. Well,
Carrie?
no, because I know you're fucking Ace Ventura. That I know. But I think Liar Liar is for me my favorite Jim Carrey.
Liar
movie.
Liar is definitely up there for me. For him.
I watched
That's
Liar
top tier comedy shit for me.
Yeah.
That's up there.
If you were to take out that kid's bowl cut and everything to do with that kid,
It was the 90s.
I don't care. I don't like that kid. If you
The
take him out of the
whole
movie, I love
scene-
that movie.
The whole scene where
Claw's
he's
coming to
trying
get
to
you.
say that
Claw's gonna
the
get you.
pen is red
Yep.
is one of the best physical
Royal blow.
God damn.
comedy
Genius.
scenes
Amazing.
in like any movie. Yeah, and he just turns it back on himself, and it's like
The concept is great. Like when he first finds out he's telling the truth, when he's yelling at the
Oh, yeah,
homeless
yeah,
guy.
What's funny is what we watched last week or the week before. Wally stayed back, and I got some old TV things. We watched the
God damn it.
MTV Movie Awards from '98, I think.
Out of everything I remember watching that night, that was the least because Steve introduced me to this TV show that's a British
Oh yeah.
show.
No, we
and
didn't
it's-
watch that night though, or did we?
Yeah, yes,
No,
we did.
no, that was the following week.
Oh, I don't
Doesn't
know.
matter. Doesn't matter. Okay,
This,
go for it.
look, I interrupt, but this is more important. Steve
This is
showed
more
me a
important.
British TV show, Tara, and what they do, it's dating backwards. And they have someone come up, and then they have a group of people, candidates, and they're naked from the waist
Down.
down. So you have
That's all
to-
you see first.
That's all you see first, and you have to slowly eliminate the more you see.
yeah,
So
where
it's
they
like,
have a screen in front of them and it raises.
and the
Yep.
first two was a girl and nothing but dicks.
Yep.
And let me tell you, there's a lot of
Nothing but
uncircumcised European dudes. It was a little hard to handle.
They
No
were
pun
just, they
intended.
were just all out there, dooning it up, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
They were.
Anyways,
They were.
what's the name of the show? Tell the audience for listening.
I don't even
What do you
remember.
remember the name of the
I don't
show?
even know what it is.
It's called Half Off, maybe.
Yeah, Half Off.
I've seen like clips like that on Instagram.
It's on
and stuff.
Naked Attraction. That's what it's called.
Yeah, very straight to the
it's
point.
on Max, but it's like a UK show, and I think it was just on regular TV there because they have commercial breaks.
And it's unbiased. These people, it's not like they pull. It's every shape and size human being, which is awesome.
Right.
And the last one we watched was this sassy, fun older lady.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
She's not fit, and they bring in these people
Old,
that she might have a chance with
people.
at least, right?
Yeah.
Like older dudes her same age group. And
it was wild.
Yeah,
it was wild.
It's just old dude dicks.
Yeah. And that one dude was in pretty good shape. And then did she not like?
Oh, the
pick him?
biker guy. Oh no, he wasn't a biker. He was like a chef.
Yeah.
He looked like a fucking biker, but he was a chef.
And then she's like, "No, I don't want that." And then she went to some random dude that was like just normal looking,
just a bunch of uncircumcised. It looked like Tremors.
That's what I was gonna say. It's just Tremors all up in there. God damn.
Anyways,
I've seen like Instagram things where they do the same thing where they have the screen in front of them, but I've seen ones where they are dressed and they're doing it off of style. Like is this somebody that I would date based off of their shoes, and then they eliminate someone, and then based off their bottoms, whether it's like skirt or skinny jeans or baggy or whatever gym attire or whatever, and so it's similar to that.
Yeah, they brought in some dude that was pretty much I would consider a fuck boy. And they brought him in, put a bunch of girls up, pretty girls, some tattoo girls, and then they got to one girl in the middle. It was a dude. It was one that had a sex change, and he said something semi-offensive.
He did, yeah.
And then that lady came out and said a bunch of very offensive, bunch of offensive things. I was like, I'm in it. This show's good as shit.
Yeah, it's wild.
Have you seen the ones where people are basically Tinder dating in person? Like they put a line of guys in front of you, and you're going like this. Swiping them.
That sucks. Well, wasn't that next on MTV?
And then at the end of it, or at the end of swiping, they get all of the groups together, and they say, if anybody here is not interested in this person that was swiping, leave. And then anyone that's left, the main girl or guy goes on little just like chair across from each other.
I would be gone every time. Nope. Negative.
Right.
Negative goes right there.
Bye.
Like anyone she swiped yes on, or hit him or her, anyone she swiped yes on, then they would go, okay, if anybody doesn't want to stay, like if you don't agree, leave. And then anyone that stuck around, they would sit down and they'd have a little little one-on-one with them.
Speaking of lady guys.
Oh God.
The Mexican, the Latin lady guy in this.
Sassy.
Oh yeah.
Sassy dancing lady. Yeah.
Sassy can't dance.
Outro.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah.
Pretty sure we saw a ball in it.
I literally were watching.
It was poking.
I came to, right as I walked in the door. They were at that part where she was starting to dance. He was starting to dance, and I laid down. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I just saw
testically
something spherical just sneak its way out of that little crease in whatever that dress was.
That character was funny.
Yeah. Number 9, Breakdown.
Is that my Kurt Russell movie?
Might be
the one I keep bringing up to you guys.
I don't know what it is. By that name, I have no idea.
Breakdown 1987.
That's probably around the time frame.
It looks like it. Kurt Russell. Yep. Jeff and Amy Taylor are moving to California.
Movie. It's great.
Okay, let me read it here. It's got a 7 out of 10 on IMDb. Why isn't it giving me the synopsis right there?
Breakdown.
A man searches for his missing wife after his car breaks down in the middle of the desert. Breakdown.
Yeah, essentially this lady gets kidnapped and he goes on a hunt for her, and he's just like a business dude that turns pretty badass.
Kurt Russell. I'll watch anything with Kurt Russell.
He's chasing down like dudes in 18-wheelers. It's fucking good, man.
I may change my pick if Josh doesn't throw his in for next week, because if he's not throwing his in, he gets skipped. Number 8. The Fifth Element.
Oh, okay.
The Stones.
That is my favorite movie of all time.
It's up there.
For me, 100% my favorite movie.
I'm not going to give anything away of what I would score it, because I'd have to give it another fair assessment, but it's high.
I'll say that I have some pretty larger than life stories about this.
Oh.
So when we actually watch the movie, when that be, I'll maybe save it for a birthday or something that. But I have some good stories about like seeing like cast and props in real life, like around the time the movie had come out.
Right.
So, but I'll save the story.
He's going to save it. Number 7. Everything good?
Yeah.
Austin Powers.
First one.
The Spy Who Shagged. No, yeah, the first one. Austin Danger Powers.
A signed, a penis pump.
A book signed by Austin Danger Powers.
This is my bag.
Baby. Him pissing in that movie.
Oh yeah, it just
he's throwing the leg back and it's hilarious. There couldn't come a better time
it's
for
a
that
good
type
funny
movie.
I saw that with my grandpa. Oh no! I saw the next one.
It was the third one you said.
Was it yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I remember
I remember walking into that, and my grandpa has no idea what's going on. Thinks it's a James Bond spoof film, which it essentially is.
It really is. Yeah. A lot of vagina.
Yeah, and I'm young. That's around the same time that Pokemon came out.
Yep.
Let's say probably 2000. You think 2002 or something like that? Yeah.
Oh, the third one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you talking about the movie Pokemon?
No. The Austin Powers, the third one. I'm trying to date this because I feel like I saw Pokemon around this.
2001.
Okay, yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect timing then. So, but I saw that with my grandpa, and it was uncomfortable.
Old member?
For him, I thought it was hilarious.
How
Smoking
dare
on
you?
pancakes?
How dare you pass wind before
Foxy
me?
Clear.
And he's like, sorry, I didn't know it was your turn.
How dare you break wind before me?
Smoking a pancake?
Number 6.
You kiss your mother with that mouth?
There's 2 things I hate in this world. And the Dutch. Sorry,
Connie's.
Number 6. Trial and Error.
Not sure.
Not sure either. I probably should have looked these up. I'll do it right now. Trial and Error. That's 2017. That's the wrong movie.
Steve, you should put a little screen on top of us with what you're looking at.
I probably should. But then I'd have to get another fucking movie. Or another computer. Oh my God. Michael Richards and Jeff Daniels.
Okay.
What?
What's
An
it called?
actor poses as a lawyer to help his sick friend and problems develop. Trial and Error. It's got a 5.8 out of 10. Probably a movie nobody remembers, but Charlize Theron's in it? What? Rip Torn?
You say Charlize?
Jennifer Coolidge?
Did you say Coolidge?
Charlize.
Charlize.
Isn't that how you say your Charlize?
Theron.
Theron. I don't care. I like how I pronounce things.
I do too, actually. It's a lot of ahs and oohs.
Yeah, number 5.
Very Canadian of you.
Number 5, Gone Fishing.
That's also good.
Yep. It's with Danny Glover, and Joe Pesci. You ever seen like the grumpier old men movies?
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like that, but it's them going fishing and then hijinks. It's actually really good. I'm putting it on Plex soon.
Dude, the Grumpy Old Men.
Great, dude.
Fucking golden.
Put those
It's
on Plex.
so
dude.
good.
Number 4,
I want to lay ya.
Buddy.
Dog movie?
Dog movie?
Trying to see here. Buddy, 1997. Nothing's coming up.
No, that was Air Bud.
You're telling me you got beat by a dog?
Oh, this is the gorilla movie.
Oh.
Yeah, with Rene Russo, Alan Cumming, Irma P. Hall.
Why have there been so many?
You know what movies?
Paul Rubens?
You know what movies really sad? You remember Mighty Joe Young, Tara?
Yeah.
Well, that's the movie I was just about to say.
Same.
Isn't it similar to
It's
that?
so
A
sad.
depiction
Except
of the true
obviously
life
not a
story
giant.
of Gertrude
Not sure.
Lintz, an eccentric 1920s socialite who tries to raise a gorilla like many chips before him as part of her family.
Yeah, it teaches like sign language.
Fucking wholesome.
Did you see the video
Mighty Joe Young was so.
that just came out recently of the gorilla? What was the biggest gorilla in like the 90s that like Robin Williams went and saw?
Coco, the one with the
Coco.
fucking signs.
Yeah.
Flea from Red Hot
Yeah,
Chili
yeah.
Peppers brings a bass to her,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she plays it.
Yeah.
Not like
Coco is still alive?
no. This was
Oh.
back then.
Is Coco?
She's literally holding the
know what
bass and strumming it and putting. She's not playing it well, obviously, but she's still miming it out like it. Dude, that's wild to me.
Dude, she was communicating in sign language.
Oh, I know,
We're
but
not
still.
that far off from.
No.
Yeah, no.
So.
Definitely not. Top 3 that week, no particular order. Then we got to guess. Con Air, Addicted to Love in its 3rd week, The Lost World Jurassic Park in its 3rd week.
Oh, all right. Lost World, Con Air, Addicted to Love. That's mine.
I agree.
Yeah.
I would do the same.
I'm going to say this. As much as I really like The Lost World, I'm going to make my own cut of it. And it's going to remove his daughter completely from the movie because there's no reason for her to be in it.
Racist!
Nope. I didn't say anything about color. I said daughter.
Anyways,
Why does she got to be a gymnast?
Look, but also I get
Why
it
she
because
gotta-
like she fucked up. She snuck on there, ate a bunch of their food. They only had so much like rationed out for that trip.
I'm curious what that cut would be like.
Oh, I'll do it.
You should do it.
I fucking
like genuinely.
do it. Yeah, because a lot will be gone.
Make her a dog
Or-
instead.
Right. Oh.
Don't go into the long grass, dude. You could make a movie.
It's RJ's
I
back.
would take out a lot of kids in a lot of movies.
The end of it. The
They
end of
fucked
that.
up a lot
where
of stuff.
Yeah.
They get off the boat. You can make a movie off
That
off
whole
the boat.
yeah.
And I don't mean that as like anti-kid. I mean that
I'm gonna
as
make a
in
cut of my
as in
own.
they don't listen, so then they mess up things.
Jurassic
Like,
Park
it's
2.5.
just like-
The Lost World Refound. No.
Did you guys hear the news about the
Rebirth.
next one and the original writer?
Yeah.
How do you
I
feel about
sent
that?
to you guys.
I will.
I
I was a fucking layup, Tara, and you fucking failed.
Nobody told you that.
I was trying to assist you on that.
Just
trying to give you
we could talk
credit.
about it.
And you just went, I fucking sent it to you.
Yeah, I'm taking the credit back.
Okay, that's fine. When I'm going to watch it,
Yes, I did see
obviously, and I will pass my judgment upon that when I see it.
that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch it.
That's what I got to say
You,
about that.
you release any Jurassic movie, I'm going to watch it.
Have you seen the trailer for the game that's coming out?
No, she's all
Like-
about the game.
Like the actual like role playing game with it looks
It looks real.
So I get a
Like, I
picture
mean,
after?
it didn't look like a game
No, it looked good.
when you're watching the trailer.
It looked
Like,
good.
that girl looked like a person.
Oh yeah. I have a VR experience where you can walk around the Discovery Center, the Welcome Center in Dresden.
I
Ooh.
still
Baby.
play my Jurassic
Yeah,
World
why not? Yeah.
Revolution. Jurassic World Revolution.
Evolution.
Evolution 2.
Yes.
The second one. If you go back and play the first one after you've played the second one, it's trash. Like, I was so into the first one, but now the second one's been out for a couple years, and I actually went back the other day
Much
and
better.
played the first one, and I was like, this is fucking stupid.
I keep waiting for it to go on good sale, and I'm gonna get it because I can get it on
It's so
Steam and
fun.
play it on the Steam Deck.
And now all the updates are already out from like the movie, like
Yeah, and you can-
the
yeah,
movies
yeah.
that have come out already.
The little
so.
platforming one that was for SNES. I think was the second one. Was it Jurassic Park 2?
You're talking about the game
with
that came
Campies or
that came out on PS1,
Was that PS1?
and it was the Lost World game, and it is hard as
Yeah.
fuck.
It was very difficult.
Compies are
You had to eat
actually
bugs and shit.
the last thing I ever put in. I will not put them in my park.
Yeah, fuck them.
They are so annoying. And you can't tranquilize them because they're so fucking small. It takes forever to try to shoot darts at them.
Right. But hey, you know what? That guy got it coming to him in the Lost World when he got eaten by all.
Yes,
of
he did.
them. Fuck
yes,
that
he
guy.
did.
You fix a Russian space station.
Comes back all the
Oh
time.
my God, yeah. We've
Armageddon.
talked about Armageddon like
Full
4
circle, baby.
times. Yeah. Baby!
It is number 1, Con Air. Number 2, The Lost
Oh.
World. Number 3, Addicted to Love.
Russian space station.
Budget time. What do we think it costs to make this movie?
Oh gosh.
There's a lot of fucking people in this movie.
There's
There's a lot of explosions. There's a lot of stuff that happens.
I'm gonna go 100 mil.
100. Damn it! Now I got 3 movies in my head that I want to pick, and I know as soon as I'm about to pick it, Josh is gonna be like, "Oh, here's my pick."
Yeah.
He actually just texted me.
Oh fuck! Oh, he texted you outside of everything. That's fucked
I
up.
text him.
Oh, okay.
You guys, you two are hilarious. 100 mil. That's
100
where
mil.
I'm at.
You go 100 mil. I guessed. Oh, wait
So
for Tara.
he has a pick, but he's gonna go. He wants to go on the website, make sure we haven't done it.
Sure. Okay. I guessed $65 million. Tara's gonna guess 83.
You probably have to get closer to the mic, or bring it closer to your face.
I can hear myself.
Well, it's clipping a little bit.
Yeah.
83. It is
83.
actual budget $75 million.
She just Price is Right us. She nailed it.
Well, I said 65.
I went over though.
I went
Yeah,
60,
but you said it was 80, right?
75.
Oh.
I said 83 though, so technically mine is closer.
But you went over.
Mine's under 10 mil.
Okay,
difference.
so Price is Right reference
Price is
doesn't
Right.
work.
Yeah,
Ah,
so
okay,
then
fine.
if you go over.
I get what you're getting at.
Redemption Arc, box office. What do we think it costs to make the movie?
I thought that's what I was saying
Sorry.
earlier.
Box
Okay,
office.
I
What
was
do we
like, did I
think
fuck
it
it up
made?
again?
I was like, did I just hear that?
No,
right?
fuck. Fucking up. What do we think it made in its overall run?
Number one, I'm gonna fuck it. Just 180.
180.
Firing at the hip over here, baby.
Hey. 180. You want me to do mine? Since I did mine second this time? Okay, cool. 150.
I think we just added 100.
162.
162.
There she goes. That's what I was waiting for.
Opening weekend, it made $24.1 million. Overall, $224 million.
God damn, boy.
Oh, Nicolas Cage.
Oh my god.
You got to think. John Malkovich, Nicolas Cage,
I
in
know.
in a movie that shit's blowing up in the 90s. You can't write a better
I just feel like
movie.
there are movies we have done on here that made so much less that are so much better.
But people aren't going to see a movie based on how good it is in the 90s. They're going, who's in it? Yeah.
And what's in it?
Yeah.
Explosions.
Fucking
A
planes.
lubed up Nick Cage for the whole movie.
You know what's funny? There's like in the 90s, it feels like there was always like a theme of movies. Volcano movies, airplane movies, fucking space movies, right? And they all came out in the same like thing,
yeah.
right? Air Force One, Con Air, Volcano, Dante's Peak, fucking
There's
Armageddon,
intense
Space
movies.
Cowboys. Like, it's all the same shit.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It is awesome.
What a time to be alive.
What a time. Tomatometer time. What do we think the critics and audience gave this out of 100%?
I'm going to go audience 60, critics 47.
Yeah, there's no way the audience didn't like this more than the critics. This is not a good movie.
You would be
Like,
surprised.
Don't hint to us.
I'm not hinting anything. I'm just saying in general, you would be surprised.
I'm
So
gonna say.
okay, go.
Oh, sorry. Go.
You sure?
Yeah, we'll stick to the
Okay.
same order. We were
I guess critics 55, audience 75.
Okay. You're a little bit higher than me.
That's
About
actually
10
more.
higher than
That's more what I was. I was gonna say 50s, and then I was gonna say high 60s, but like, okay, so I'll say 50. Did you say 55?
I said
I'll say
55, yeah.
57
57,
and 70.
70. It is critics 58,
Oh.
audience 75.
Oh, see, look at you.
So I got the audience on the head, and then you're one away.
So close.
So yeah, look at us. Just
Look at it.
doing
Look
stuff.
at hey.
Look at it.
Hey.
Oh
Look
my
at us.
God.
Look at us. Who was our favorite character in this shit show?
John Malkovich.
Yeah, Cyrus the Virus. Come on. He's smart. He's on top of everything. He's
He's a boss bitch.
only
I like a bunch of little B characters.
But I
Yeah.
also like that, which I have from what I understand. I
John
think this is
Malkovich.
accurate to like
Malkovich,
real life
Malkovich.
too. Is that these guys that are in like these high security prison in general, who are stealing, selling drugs, murdering, like all this bad shit, do not like rapists and child molesters. Like the
Yeah,
rapists
yeah.
and child molesters are at like the bottom
Yes.
of the barrel. So I like
Bottom tier.
I always find that interesting in general, but like that
Yeah,
they
those guys don't make it. Usually.
like that they incorporated that into his character too.
Oh, me
Him
too,
talking
yeah.
to that guy and being like, I can't fucking stand
Right.
rapists.
Because it's stupid.
And he's like, in this case, I have to make an exception, but
Right.
like,
Obviously, I have to.
and
but-
was even like, there will be no raping. Like when he keeps trying to go after the cop, and he's like, nah.
I still don't get and maybe because I'm not a psychopath, but things are blowing up all around you. There's a firefight going on. The first thing he goes is, I'm going back to this airplane. I'm going to go rape this chick. But why would that be the first? Again,
It's my moment, man. He's like that. This is
I
it.
guess number 24. They call me Johnny 600 if they know the truth.
so why would he say 24?
Like the fuck?
Just-
Yeah. Why does that matter at that point?
Right. But also, again, I know they're trying to make him. They're making the statement that
Yeah,
he's a
yeah.
piece of shit, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And as soon as that girl, or as soon as they
the
take
fact
over,
that he
he's
gets
like,
them
"Oh, man,
tattooed on him is just like you're collecting them as.
trophies. Right. But
I think
I'm gonna
Go ahead.
jump ahead and I'm gonna say my favorite part of the movie is when his tattooed arm is left.
I didn't
Hanging
even think
there.
about that being symbolism of that until just
Yeah.
now. Good catch. I just went, I completely forgot that happened. I didn't even think of, oh yeah.
Yeah, not just
Now-
his arm,
now
but
his
the
that's
trophy
a good
is
scene
gone.
too. That was good camera work and shit. That was a good scene.
Yeah. I give you that.
Yeah, because you couldn't tell until they started
Nope.
pulling him away.
Right, yeah,
his
that was
arm
a good- yeah.
detached.
Yeah.
I think I like the pilot guy. I don't
Yeah,
know
okay.
why he's
The mustache
fucking
and
cool.
everything.
Yeah,
And
Oh,
he
the
was-
con pilot.
yeah,
And he was driving
guy.
everything.
Yeah. He's like, we were about to speed.
The
I
real
do
man.
feel like
He puts on a fucking army helmet.
Yeah. He's like, we're going down.
We're
he's like,
landing on
yeah,
the
and just-
strip.
yeah. I do feel like one thing that this
Is that the
movie,
guy that played the
this-
thing?
He's been in a lot of stuff.
Back in the day, like the movie, the Swamp Monster.
Was it?
Well, you saw his credit.
I'll look it
Well,
up.
you saw his credits at the end, right?
And
So
his
you see
name was the thing. Or
the thing.
whatever,
I was trying to figure out why, and I don't know if that maybe
Or
he
like why
played
his
it.
name was that in that?
Yeah. Maybe it's just because.
Well,
I have
let's
no idea.
find out. I know he was in one of my favorite movies, Club Dread, but then it's whatever.
Also like these prisoners
Swamp
could
Thing.
not have the ones at least that were on this plane, whether they were being transferred or whether they were the high security ones, regardless, none of them were reformed. Not a single one. They were so excited to get back into more crime.
Right.
Did you see their faces when they were handing them guns? They were like, ah!
Yes.
This plane has no guns on it, but it actually has all the guns on it.
Yeah, a fucking container.
all the guns.
Dude, this guy's been in a lot of shit, man.
And they're fucking like,
Django.
were they shotguns that he handed them?
He's one of the brothers that get shot.
He was entangled.
It's that specific time of the episode.
Oh
A
no!
voice.
He was in All About Steve, Bones, Lost. He was on Lost,
Oh,
He
God
wasn't all
damn it.
about Steve.
Wild Hogs.
He was one of the bikers they ran into in
All
the other
right,
gang. I think.
look. If this card wasn't fucking built from a Skullsy, I don't know what fucking card in that deck is built.
What's up?
I think you'll both get both of these.
Oh, are we writing it?
No, I don't think you have to.
Okay.
I don't think either of you have to write these. So Neil Patrick Harris played a 16-year-old doctor in which series?
Doogie Howser.
Doogie Howser. Come
MD.
on.
Yeah. All right, and you got the MD. Yeah. So and then here's the second one, right? Best friends, Harry and Lloyd.
Dumb and Dumber.
Christmas. Yeah. They traveled to Aspen. You both would have got
I was
that in a
gonna
fucking.
Oh, my
heartbeat.
bad.
The rest of the question, but
Anyways, the fucking easiest question thing of all time.
Well,
Whatever. Done. Quick and painless.
look at us.
look at us.
Favorite scene for Walter.
Hey,
look
at us.
Favorite scene. I don't know. Fucking, I like the action in this too.
There's a lot of good action set pieces.
I'm kind of a. Can I pick? It's a bunch of scenes.
Whatever, fuck it.
But
Send it.
Nick Cage.
No, you cannot.
Nick Cage and Cyrus have the dumbest one-liners throughout the whole fucking movie.
Specifically Cage. Like,
Cage-
oh my
Cage
God.
has so many bad,
Real bad, especially with that
funny
accent.
one-liners.
It makes them so much worse.
Well,
It's
and
so good.
And it's the accent is so bad that it's like, oh,
Was
come
he
on.
I
saying-
wish I had one in my head and I wish I could remember.
He has like Bubba Gump in his lap.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I'll make you believe in God," and then whatever he says
Yeah.
there. I'm like, what
Make
the
you
fuck
believe
is
in
this?
God. There is a God or something.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of this was drawn on paper, and they just kind of like, yeah, we're gonna make this big and bangy and awesome.
Well, so there's a fun fact I got coming up that kind of alludes to some of that.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna dive into that when we get there. My favorite scene, and I've thought about this, and there's nothing cooler than we got to land this plane. Where are we gonna land it? The Vegas Strip.
Yeah.
I
how'd they
mean-
get there?
They flew a plane.
What do you mean they flew there?
I know, but
it
it's
was
like-
the whole movie.
Oh,
They were
how-
on the plane.
how
What do you mean got there?
they were in the fucking mountains or wherever.
It's like 2
and-
o'clock in the afternoon,
and then all of a sudden it's-
30-second plane chase is going on, and then the clouds
And
break,
it's
and they're in
dark.
fucking Las Vegas.
Well, if you go to Vegas, it literally like if you're in
been
one of
there
the
multiple
hotels that's
times.
high enough up, you're just seeing like deserts
clouds.
completely.
Oh, yeah.
Desert and mountains and everything completely surrounds Las Vegas.
It's in a hole.
So that part makes
Down
sense.
in
But
a
the
hole.
time of it all of a sudden then being dark when they get to
Well,
Vegas.
when you're showing Vegas in a movie, it has to be dark to show the lights,
This-
right?
This
That's
is
the
like
point.
a fucking comic book strip of
Yeah.
a movie.
It really
you know?
is.
It just like you flip a
I
page
feel like
and
they were
oh,
sitting
yeah,
in a
next
room
prep.
being like, what else we could do?
Yeah.
You know
I
what?
told Steve, and you might appreciate this, but the movie we watched, The Seven Psychopaths.
Mhm.
What's his face? The guy that's like
Sam
super
Rockwell.
chaotic. Sam Rockwell's character. I feel like he would have written this movie. Is what I told Steve earlier.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Anyways,
I think Eric and I are going to watch Argyle tonight. He's in that, obviously he's the main
yeah.
guy.
Tell me how it is, because I heard really bad things, but
Oh.
also like go in with just a clear nothingness.
I also didn't know his thing was dancing in every movie.
yeah.
I
He
never
does.
knew that.
Even in that Mr. Right movie with
Yeah.
and in Charlie's Angels. When he's in Charlie's
oh, yeah.
Angels.
Yep. Anyways,
After
my
he
actual
sleeps with
favorite,
Drew.
Go ahead.
my actual favorite part, as they're crashing the plane crashes through the Hard Rock Cafe guitar,
yeah,
and it's doing a solo in the music.
it's perfect.
There's a guitar solo going on. And it's
This
the
is the
cheesiest.
age.
It's the cheesiest '90s solo ever.
This
It
is the age
also-
of
there's-
dramatic,
Yeah.
and then guitar.
Yeah, solos on top of it.
Yeah.
There's also like so many things that I feel like would have slowed that plane down that didn't.
It's a movie.
Everything.
Like that
It's a
plane just
terrible
kept
movie.
going through.
That's how you explain.
When it hit the water and it even dipped down, but did not slow down. Like and was just like, oh, I'm just gonna hop over this,
Right.
and then like
also like
come
six,
out the other
six
side.
dudes like threw a rope around it and
That's the best.
dragged it out of the
well,
sand.
they were also shoveling, but still. I mean, who knows how long actually they were there?
That's the best way to explain this movie. Is what you just did with Terry. You're like, it's a movie.
Right. Yeah.
It's the only way
It's a
that you
movie.
can.
It's a
because
movie.
Like,
Yeah.
You're like, well, blah, blah, blah.
It's ridiculous.
It's a movie. You know,
How would you review this movie? It's a movie.
it's a movie.
It's a movie.
Any what the fuck moments for you guys?
Do you have an hour and 45 minutes to waste?
It's a movie. Everything that Nick Cage does throughout this whole movie.
His accent is definitely
His
the what the
accent is
fuck.
a what
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fuck for sure.
I think
I
them-
don't even.
how easily they took over the plane to me is kind of what the fuck. But I know the whole point of the movie is not that. It's them. It's Con Air, baby.
I mean,
Like,
it's,
you know,
it's also impressive that his wife, like, waited.
good
that
for her.
long.
What a woman.
I know.
But also that means what a man. You know what I mean? She's waiting. She's like, I gotta wait for this guy.
He got
Sexing
right
it
into
up.
it.
Yeah.
But really, though, I mean, that's because
He was in the military,
he shouldn't.
came back, and then
She
shipped out.
knows
Yeah.
he was defending
Oh yeah.
her, and then ends up going to jail. But
If
Still,
you
8
if
years of
you
your
also,
life.
you couldn't have
Yeah.
appealed that at any point or something like that.
he was
Like,
too honorable to do it. You know what I mean? Like he was like, yo,
Is that
if
a word?
I
I
made it
don't
up.
think that honorable.
Put it on a t-shirt, baby.
Honorable. How am I saying it? Honorable.
Honorable.
He was too honorable full of a person to try anything.
argue
He
it.
was like, yo, okay, this is what
Now we're
this is
making
what the law
excuses.
gave me.
He was an idiot.
100%.
He was a dumbass.
He was a simple man.
He's a sweet,
sweet, simple man.
Yeah, that's the perfect song.
I'm only a simple
I'm a
man.
simple- Fucking okay. I take it back. The best part of this movie is when they're playing "Sweet Home Alabama" and Garland
Both
Green
of us.
sends. What is irony?
Oh, yeah.
It's
20
all of us
27
20
convicts,
crazy
whatever.
people on a plane singing "Sweet Home Alabama" by a band that died in a plane crash.
It's
Yep.
good. That's
Yep.
solid.
That's where I'm at. You know where else I'm at? The fun facts of the fucking week.
Not just of the week, of the fucking week.
Of the fucking week.
I like it.
John Malkovich, say it for me,
John Malkovich.
was unhappy during production because the script was being rewritten virtually every day and he had no idea how his character was going to turn out.
It makes sense.
Right.
Out of everything that's come out, that's made the most sense.
By the way, that was a great John Malkovich.
John Malkovich.
And
really like him.
what movie is that from?
The poker one was what's his
Oh, dude, that's honestly one of the best characters.
You hear him
like,
explaining
of all-
how
yeah.
that he
Yeah.
just was stupid and he's
Yeah.
a terrible actor.
That's what he said. He's like, I'm a terrible actor. I don't know how to do this, and he kills it.
Have you watched the John Malkovich movie?
Being John
Where it's-
Malkovich,
yeah.
it's amazing.
Yeah, it's so
and
good.
who's also in that?
Is that
John Cusack.
yes.
Oh, I was supposed to. You,
Malkovich.
That'd be a good one to
I
do.
gotcha.
Oh,
That'd be a
dude,
good
it's
movie to do.
so
good.
good.
He's good in the Red movies too, where he's like so over the top paranoid by everything.
I look, I don't think I've ever seen a role that he's been in that I went, not for me.
Tell me about the rabbits. Tell me about the rabbits, then.
So good. The film,
George.
the film is dedicated to Phil Swartz, an effects specialist who died during filming when a rigged plane fell and crushed him. This is actually the second Jerry Bruckheimer production where there was a plane-related death on set. 11 years earlier, Art Scholl, a pilot cameraman, died during filming of Top Gun when his camera plane failed to recover from a spin and plunged into the Pacific Ocean.
The irony of a flat spin in the first Top Gun.
Right. And then a plane killing someone kills
Yeah, but
someone
that
in Con
got
Air.
dropped on his
Right.
ass, so that's a little fucking wild.
Do you think he did it to himself? Like he was like, oh, I'm just going to adjust this one bolt right here.
It's just one pulley, and if you
Right.
accidentally hit it,
Yeah.
you're fucking getting crushed.
Do you guys? I feel like
Oh
you
my
don't
God.
hear about it as much anymore, but I feel like that happened a lot more
In the 90s, for sure, yeah.
back then. Like people
OSHA wasn't
injured
going
and
there.
dying. Well, you've heard of or read all of the Wizard of Oz
Oh yeah,
stuff, right?
It's fucked.
That was fucking. That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
Well, they said what's his face died because of the not mercury poisoning or
There
whatever
was
that he put on his lead poisoning.
Yeah.
or
Lead
whatever,
poisoning. There were people were getting burns from like the smoke and stuff that they were using for like the witches scenes and stuff.
Wild.
There's a rumor
What a time
that
to be
someone
alive.
themselves themselves on set. Like people
That's a rumor.
found
That's
them,
a
but it was a
rumor.
rumor.
Yeah.
But
they're still in
there
the
were
back scene.
so many like
There's also the
abuse,
rumor. There's that.
talk and
what movie? God damn it!
like
what,
assault talk and all that stuff. Like Jesus Christ.
Tara, what movies? What's the? I'm being a little presumptuous here, but who's the wolf guy from Twilight? What was his name?
Taylor Lautner.
Taylor Lautner is his name.
Fucking
Why would
evil.
I know that more than her?
What movie?
Jacob
All right,
is
further
the wolf.
questions because I don't know. What is the movie where he's playing a mentally disabled person, and it's in the Wild West, and he gets hung,
Oh,
and he's swinging around. He's like,
it's an Adam Sandler movie.
What is that?
8, the Hateful Eight or something. No, it's
He's
not
just
Hateful Eight.
he gets hung,
That's a
right?
different movie.
Yeah, it's something like that. I think it came out at the
It's
same time.
supposed to be. It's supposed to be like a spoof of that.
And he's just invincible apparently, and he's just the townsfolk are like, "Oh my god!" And he's getting hung, and he's just swinging back and forth,
I don't
kicking
remember
his
that. I
legs
don't
and
actually even
pretending
know
to
that
run.
I don't even know if I finished that movie because I thought it was so dumb.
Yeah, I just know this
The
from a
Ridiculous
preview.
Six.
Ridiculous
Yeah,
Six.
it was a
Because it was
preview that I
supposed to
saw.
be because they had the Hateful Eight, but then they also had the Magnificent Seven.
Yeah.
The Denzel one,
Denzel.
the Chris Pratt, also.
The Las Vegas scenes were filmed at the legendary Sands Hotel immediately prior to its demolition in late 1996. When the production team heard about the city's intention to raise the historic landmark, they immediately scheduled a multiple camera setup to take advantage of the rare event, which is what you see in the actual movie.
Let us help you take this building down.
So this movie,
Before you do it, let's film it.
I feel like it's this movie's built on concepts and circumstance.
Yeah. It's like, yo, would it be cool? If
Well,
a
especially like you
bunch
said,
of
if there's
Exactly.
if there's
took over
constant
them?
rewriting, like they probably heard
Yeah.
of that and then they were like, "Oh shit, let's put
How
that
do we
in
make
there."
this work? Yeah.
That's why I think him getting arrested and then being tried for that is like an afterthought because it doesn't really matter how he's in prison.
They just
He
needed
just
him
needs to be
in
on the
prison.
plane and a
Yes,
good guy,
yes.
yeah, on the inside. So
Especially when John Malkovich is like,
Malkovich,
"Welcome to Con Air."
right? He says
Like,
it
he
twice.
actually says, "Yeah."
You think a better movie, premise wise, is he?
So many other ones.
Yeah, I know, right? he gets out of the military, and then he becomes
You can't handle the truth.
he becomes like one of the detention center guys. What are they called? He just becomes one of those cops, and he has to escort these guys on a plane, and then it ensues
like
from
the,
there.
That would be easier.
Oh my god!
But then, but
my
hold
god,
on,
what
but
are they
he's not a
called?
con too, right? And they think he's okay at first.
Yeah, well, I mean, Con Air. You can still have the title Con Air without him
Okay,
being
yeah,
the
you're
con.
right,
You know,
you're right.
What the fuck are they called?
Correctional officer.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. I was
Sorry,
thinking
my
CO.
brain's on like a 15-second
CO.
lag my whole life.
I could not. Yeah, like that was gonna drive me nuts.
John Cusack considers Con Air a bad movie
It
and
is.
hated the time he spent working on it, so much so that he barely remembers it.
I get it.
Cusack only did it, 1, because of money, and 2, to use as leverage in order to make his own indie passion projects.
Good for him.
Nice, wholesome.
Here's the best and last fun fact I have.
It's gonna be about Nicolas Cage. guys.
Kid Rock based his American Badass on Cameron Poe.
I knew it.
Wow.
Wow.
Yo,
Wow.
sleeper of a band, by the way. The band that follows Kid Rock or whoever his band is that plays them, fucking awesome.
They're great. That
Amazing.
chick drummer,
Oh, musically,
great.
you mean like
Yes.
Yeah. But him, terrible.
for so many reasons.
You know what's funny? He prides himself on coming up from nothing in trailer park, whatever. His dad is rich as fuck.
Yeah.
He was always rich. Hey,
You know what's the? This probably works. It's a joke. Do you know what the worst part about giving Kid Rock a blowjob, Tara?
What?
When he says he's not Kid Rock.
what?
It's supposed to be a Willie Nelson joke, and it's supposedly you accidentally ended up blowing someone that looks like Kid Rock.
I feel like there's
Yeah,
It would
why-
be
more
worse to blow
context.
Kid
Yeah,
Rock than, yeah.
a look-alike.
Right, yeah. Get it.
Never mind.
I had
Sorry.
Anybody know
Would
who?
never blow anyone who looks even remotely.
That's the
like
joke.
it,
It's
right?
kind of the joke.
Like it's
But
almost
it's supposed to be
better.
Willie Nelson. That's supposed to be. It's like, what's the worst thing to hear when you giving Willie Nelson a blowjob? I'm
It's
not Willie Nelson.
right?
I heard that
It's
on
an
a
old
podcast.
It's an old motherfucking dude that you're like,
It's like, oh god damn it.
I have a joke in my head that I heard the other day that I want to say, but I know I'm gonna fuck it up. But it's fine.
Go ahead, spit it.
So, this kid comes home one day, and his mom and his dad are going at it. She's like all dressed up
Like in the sexual way.
in the sexual way. She's all dressed up, schoolgirl, whatever, and he's blindfolded and all this stuff. And he runs in on him. He's like, "Oh my god, this is disgusting,
Do you
whatever."
not know what time that it doesn't matter. It's a joke.
Yeah, keep
Doesn't matter, it's a
going.
So some time passes, and the dad comes home, and the son, who they told him, it's all right, this is what happens, and this is what you're supposed to do in life. The dad comes home, and the son is having sex with the grandmother.
What?
And the dad goes, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" And he goes, "See, it's not that funny when you're fucking your mother."
Jesus Christ. What the
It was funnier when I heard it, and I don't remember how the punchline goes, but it's like, see, it's not that funny when you're fucking your mother or something like that, right? Because he was,
You see how funny she finds it?
right. Well, he walked in on his mom getting fucked, so he's fucking
I
her
understood.
grandmother.
I understand.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It was funnier because I can't remember the guy's name, something Dave. He was a stunt man. What the fuck was his name?
Also incest, and it's also a little bit pedophilia.
Well, yeah, that's the
A
joke.
lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on.
'Cause-
there.
'cause you're
Anyways.
telling me the grandma was also just okay with it,
Anyway,
or was he taking advantage of her? Or
Oh
like-
my
final decision
Graham,
time.
baby.
Right.
Gam.
Great Graham can't be more of a home. You gotta get the
bratwurst.
sausage, yeah, nice and warm. Final decision out of 10. Is this a must-watch, a recommend, or a skip?
I'm about to probably
Wally-
be higher than both of you.
Wally first.
I'm gonna go 6.8.
6.8.
I'm a fucking 6. Don't you start. I don't even have to see Tara to know that she's probably rolling her eyes.
5. She's going 5 out of 10.
I'm going 6.8. 6.8. Rewatch. I would tell people to watch this all day, and I think they would hate it and love it just like I do.
Okay. Do you
You
want
know?
me to go, or do you want to go?
Okay, I don't care.
I want you to go first, because I'm gonna rein it back in.
Okay. I'll give it a 5,
Okay.
respectfully,
Respectfully.
because
I thought you were gonna give it lower than that.
I know a lot of guys enjoy this movie and would enjoy the movie. It's not one that
Not for you.
I'm ever gonna go, you know what I'm in the mood for?
Con Air.
On air. That's never gonna happen.
That happens to us though,
and-
right?
and
It does, yeah.
And I might have never seen it again.
But
Had
you
you not
would go,
picked
you know
it.
what I'm gonna move for? Armageddon.
That's another one where
Yeah.
I'm like, also, if I see that
More
on,
than-
I'd be
more
like,
than
yeah,
this.
why not? That's a
So
why
like
not
if
movie.
you're searching to watch something on a Saturday afternoon and you go by the TBS Superstore station, whatever,
Superstar.
and Armageddon's on, you're gonna be like, all right.
Maybe.
I mean, depending on my mood, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
But,
But if Con Air was there, you'd be
No.
next.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure that's actually happened before.
Probably.
And I would just. So I'm gonna say 5 out of 10,
Breathe.
and it's definitely not a must-watch. For me, it's a skip, but depending on who I'm talking to, I could recommend it.
All right.
Depending on who I'm talking to.
Touche. Here's what I have to say. Man, I fucking miss the 90s.
Hey.
Action cheese movies that have Nicolas Cage in them are the
Hey.
best. Give me more of this shit at all times directly into my veins. The Rock is amazing with the fucking Nicolas Cage.
When it goes home
Gone
and
in 60
fucks the
seconds.
prom
Like
queen.
all those type movies. This to me is in that, but I think without this movie, you don't get those good movies. Right?
I'm shocked that with this movie, we got those movies.
I think you
I don't,
need him
I
in
don't
this.
watch this movie and go, I'm going to follow that actor.
I think the name was bigger than
Is
any
what
of the
I-
movies at the
this-
time for Nicolas Cage.
The
This
movie-
is what I'm saying. I feel like there's a lot of movies actually that I watch with him and I'm like,
Yeah.
how did we get
The movie
here?
that came out 2 weeks after this is arguably way better, and it's called Face Off.
I know
And he shot them concurrently.
Oh,
And that
yeah.
movie, I think, is what propelled him to other stuff, too. But I feel like without Con Air, you don't get a lot of the over dramatic, stupid action movies.
Ah, it's so good. It's so good.
This almost may have made Michael Bay, and that's not good. But also, I don't care. 7 out of 10. I'm going to say this is a recommend if you like Nicolas Cage, if you want to see him being Nicolas Cage, and you want to see fucking explosions.
Yes.
And John Malkovich.
Have I ever told you guys about the Nicolas Cage obsession that my friend Kaylee's sister has?
You did
Absolutely
about
not.
the big cardboard cut. Was it
Yeah,
cardboard
she
cutout?
she'll
remember this.
surprise her with there was one time she put a shot. One of them put they do it to each other now, but it mainly started with Kaylee doing it to Lacey because she likes Nicolas Cage, and she'll get her like a body pillow that has Nicolas Cage on it, or one of them will put like a shower curtain up while the other's not home that has Nicolas Cage's face on it.
Look, I'm a fan.
Or whatever. Her sister-in-law or something like that got her a pair of earrings that have Nicolas Cage
earrings.
just like on them.
I want
and
his.
stuff.
I want his face-off guns. You know which ones I'm talking about, Steve?
Yes.
With the dual. Was it
Yeah, the dual
911?
pistols. Yeah.
It had like dual. The fucking gold.
1911s.
1911s. Yeah, the gold ones. Oh,
Yep.
fuck yeah. That's the shit. That's so good.
I have Josh's pick, by the way.
All right.
Okay,
all right.
hold on.
Go ahead.
Her joke.
Oh, geez.
Is this the joke you told us earlier?
I have to hear it again.
God. If you're gonna flick someone off, do the camera.
They're screaming in his parents' bedroom. Opens the door, there's his father dressed only in chaps.
What is wrong with this guy's
Mother's
voice?
dressed in a
got hit in the
cheerleading
throat.
outfit with nothing on, and they're going at it. He says, Daddy, what's going on? He says, Joe, just go to bed, sweetie. I'll tuck you in 20 minutes. 20 minutes later, his father's walking down the hall. He hears screaming in his kid's bedroom. He opens the door. The kid's having sex with his grandmother. He said, Billy, what the hell are you doing? He said, it's not so funny when it's your mother, is it?
So that's better than
I
how I
judge
said
all
it.
of those people for laughing at it.
That's
That was
better
a
than
whole crowd of people. who
Shut up.
laughed
That's
at
better than how I said it, but it's funny. Come on, it's funny. All right, next week, it's Josh's pick. Obviously, who's Josh? He's not here. He'll be here next week.
What do you pick?
His pick is actually really ironic
Oh,
based on some of the conversations we've had today, without him even being here
Isn't it
or
ironic?
knowing.
What is it? What is it?
It's Armageddon.
Oh, is it?
No.
No.
Oh,
It's-
I was like, oh, what?
No, it's Reservoir Dogs.
Hey,
wow.
another Bashimi or whatever. Bashimi.
Deep shaming. Well,
Reservoir Dog. That's top tier. So that's fucking high up
we
there.
haven't done a actual serious movie in a while. I would say the last one was like Black Snake Moan, but even that's like not serious.
Yeah,
serious.
torture scene in that. Fucking,
Yeah.
it's a lot. It's a lot for me.
I think our last serious movie was Are You a Cop?
Are you a
Probably
cop?
like at least on
Departed.
this level. Yeah, probably.
Well,
That's a good one too.
tune
though.
in next week to get
Arguably better than
serious.
this one.
Yeah.
But
Serious Black. What?
It's Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. You know what's weird?
Harry Potter's from Boston.
I was at your show the other day,
Harry Potter.
and I'm watching you guys, and I turn and like Harry Potter's playing on the TV, and I just like started watching it.
It's great. Harry Potter's
Potter
great.
was
I
on
fucking
at-
love
at
Harry
the show
Potter.
Saturday?
Yeah.
I love Harry Potter.
Which one?
I don't know. One of the last ones.
Dude, that place
Deathly
is-
Hollows or something.
I like it. It's fucking weird sometimes.
I hate typos.
I can't believe how packed it was.
I
Yeah.
can't either.
I feel like a
Them
lot of
birthday
the
parties.
recent times I've gone, but I
They
was
contacted us. They said they were all showing up, and when I got there, Bear was like, "There's a party of 50 people coming."
I was
I
just
was like,
saying on
"What?"
Saturday that I feel like that it doesn't matter really where you go these days. Since the pandemic, I feel like
Yeah,
places don't get as pumping as they did.
We don't play as
before.
often anymore, so that helps out a little bit. And then
Yeah,
we
it
finally
does.
got a sound man for everything.
Yeah, perfect.
So that also helps out a lot.
I
For
just
me,
feel like it
as soon
doesn't,
as I was
like-
done, I was like,
Doesn't matter
Bye.
where I've gone or what band has been playing, or it could be a big name band from out of the area, it could be a popular local band,
Doesn't matter,
could be
yeah.
a random fucking band. I feel like regardless of where I've gone, it's been a lot less consistent than it used to be
No comment.
when you go out.
dun, dun, dun.
Ours are always bad. Just saying. Anyways, next week, Reservoir Dogs. It's going to be a good episode. I'm feeling. It's going to be the Wally's going to be here, and then Wally's going to be out for 2 weeks, and we might have a special guest on for those 2 weeks.
I'm going on vacation.
Yeah, Wally's out, so it's going to be
Two
fun.
different ones.
Vacation.
Anyways.
Wait, you're here next week, just not.
Next week. And
Yeah,
then
I'll
he's
be here
out.
next Monday,
not
and then
the
the
next two.
following two.
You're gonna miss my pick,
You're not going to see me for half a month.
right? Because I
Bye.
would be. It would be you, and then.
Well, it would be the special guest pick first,
So then it would be you,
and then it would be
and then me. So you'll be back on my pick.
maybe it depends on when he's actually getting
I'll
back.
try to pick you a good one.
Okay. I like I said, I'll be back. So that's that third Monday. Fourth
Something.
Monday. I'll be here.
All right. Bye.
Don't make it weird. That was fucking weird.
I'm joking. Hey, if you like what you're listening to, if you want to continue to support us in any way,
You
please
sound like
like
you
and
enjoy it,
comment.
right? Like you sound like you're having a good fucking time. You were just like, bye.
Bye.
That's the saddest outro to any podcast.
I was trying to make it a joke, but Anyways, find us on thedecisionreel.com. Look at our social medias at The Decision Reel.
Didn't land.
Did land.
It didn't land. It crashed
That's a Steve thing.
and burned.
Steve should have. I know he's trying to get out of here. Steve, we should have 2 T-shirts. I think one should say "on the nose" because he says that a lot,
Was it on the nose?
and then that.
Didn't land.
The plane didn't land.
Yeah, it didn't land. It didn't land for me. I hear that often. I think those are your 2 most quotable things from the podcast.
Just say it didn't land for me with a plane
Sure.
on fire.
Yeah, and just fucking Nicolas Cage with his thumbs up.
Or the wink.
Yeah.
Or the hair in the breeze.
Oh, so
The smile.
not good.
Hilarious.
It's just not good.
Hilarious.
It was not a good look. With his
Look! Oh, yes, we got
super
it!
receding
That's
hairline.
perfect.
With the,
That was
We
perfect.
got it. All right. On that
There
note,
we go.
now we can end it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. If you're on YouTube, like and favorite, subscribe. Peace out.
Bye.
bye.
Bye.